In the time of Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu, there was a young child, and Umar radiallahu anhu loved this child's worship. He would be amazed by this child's worship. And this young man, he had an old father. And after Isha, he would go home and he would attend to his father. On his way, there was a woman who was infatuated by this child. Every day when this young man would go past, she would try to seduce him. And every day he would read A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem, and he would walk past. And one day she tried very hard and she managed. And he began to follow her. And when he was about to enter the house, the ayah came upon his tongue. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا إِذَا مَصَّهُمْ طَائِفٌ مِّنَ الشَّيْطَانِ تَذَكَّرُوا فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْصِرُونَ. He said, those who fear Allah and have taqwa, when shaitan tries to lure them, and shaitan comes with his plans and his plots, tadhakkaru, they remember Allah, they remember the hereafter, they remember the reward. فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْصِرُونَ. And then they see aright. He began to recite this ayah and he became unconscious. And the woman tried to bring him around and she couldn't. And then she called a slave girl and they dragged him to his house. And when his father opened the door, he saw his child unconscious, and he brought him inside, and he managed to bring him around. And he asked him, what happened to my son? And he said, nothing, my father. He asked him, oh my son, what happened? And he told him the story, and he asked him, what was the verse you recited? And the child recited the verse, and he began to recite it again, and he became unconscious again. And then he tried to bring him around, and the child had passed away. And they buried him that very night. And Umar radiallahu anhu, the next morning, he saw that, where's this child? Because he would look out for him. And they told him that he had passed away. And Umar radiallahu anhu, he came to the father's house and he said, where's your son? He said, he's passed away. He said, why didn't you inform me? He said, Amir al-Mu'mineen, it was night. So we didn't bother. And Umar radiallahu anhu, he went to his grave. And he recited the ayah, وَلِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ جَنَّتَانِ. He said, Umar radiallahu anhu said, that person who fears standing in front of his Lord, Allah will give him 2 Jannahs. And the narrations mentioned, a voice came out from the grave. He said, oh Umar, I have received my 2 Jannahs twice over. I have received my 2 Jannahs twice over. Because this was a man who understood that he would stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He had the distractions around him, but he had fear and he had taqwa.